Hello everyone and welcome back to Wonder World Day 3. Today we'll be looking at the wonder of light. Did you know that the human eye can see 10 million colours?
Also, did you know that Psalm 117 is the shortest chapter in the Bible with only 2 verses?
And if you were to write the Bible, it would take you 260 hours. That's 11 days straight. No sleep for you. Anyway, let's get on with today's fun.
Here we go now.
So, today's game is a game called Into the Clouds. Now, as you can see here, we've got some clouds here, and you've got to get as many clouds into the bowl as possible. However, you can only do it with a spoon and one hand behind your back. And to make it further complicated, they're going to be blindfolded. 3, 2, 1! Let's count the balls and see who's won. So, Phoebe's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And Sophie's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which means that Sophie is the winner!
Woohoo! Yeah! I won! Woohoo! Sorry, Phoebe, you were such a good sport, but I won.
Here we go now.
Hi kids! Hasn't it been another great day at Wonder World? And now, I don't know about you, but I'm so excited because we're about to worship again. And today, we are going to worship and we're going to sing about the amazing grace of Jesus. But I need your help with something. So, today, we're going to show Jesus our best dance moves. This is mine and I want to see yours, okay? Okay, so now it's your turn to show me yours. The power of sin and darkness, whose love is mighty and so much stronger, the King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder, who leaves us breathless in awe and wonder, the King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Jesus your best dance move. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan a son and daughter? The King of glory, the King above all kings. Who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of his brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You lay down your life, that I would be set free. Whoa, Jesus, I'll sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy, worthy, worthy. Oh, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. That you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Whoa, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me.
Around 2,000 years ago, in a land called Judea, there lived a man. Now, he was no ordinary man. Yeah, he breathed and ate and slept like everyone else, but he was also completely different. He was also God. And this man's name was Jesus. One day, Jesus told his friends, "I am the light for the world." I wonder what he meant. You've been learning about light today, about how it works, the different colours, and how life needs light to grow and flourish and be fruitful. How could Jesus be light? Well, not long after he made this strange and wonderful statement, Jesus met a man who couldn't see. Jesus and his friends started talking about this blind man, and he told them, "While I am in the world, I am light for the world." Did you hear that? Jesus said it again, "I am light for the world." Jesus spat on the ground and made some mud. He smeared the mud on the blind man's eyes. Seems a bit gross if you ask me. He told the man to go and wash the mud off in a pool called Siloam. The man splashed water all over his face, and when the mud had gone, he could see. The man's neighbours and the people who used to see him begging every day could barely believe it was the same person. However, the man who was blind but now could see set them straight. "It's me!" "But how can you see?" they asked him. But the man told them what had happened, the spit, the mud, the washing, and the glorious things he could now see. And he told them of the fact that Jesus had done it all. The people in charge, they were called the Pharisees, didn't know what to think. Some of them were angry because Jesus had done all of this on God's special day when they weren't allowed to do any work. Others were amazed at what Jesus had done, and they didn't really care what day it was. They found the man's parents, but they couldn't really shine any light on what had happened. Then they called the man himself to them. "How did this Jesus heal you?" they demanded. "I've already told you," he replied. The Pharisees got angry and shouted at the man, and they threw him out. When Jesus heard what had happened, he went to find the man. "Do you have faith in me?" he asked. "I do," said the man. Jesus really was light for the man who was blind. He restored his sight. But I wonder what else Jesus meant when he said, "I am the light for the world."
Here we go now.
Wow, what an amazing story of Jesus healing the blind man. The man went from living in darkness because he couldn't see anything to being able to see all the bright colours around him, to be able to see light. He went from darkness to light. And of course we know that Jesus says, "I am the light of the world." What do you think Jesus meant by that? Jesus has obviously healed the man, and he literally helped him from darkness into light. He couldn't see, then he could. All the colours around him. You can't see colour unless there is light present. And Jesus says he is the light. I don't think this story is just about physical light. It isn't just about the healing of someone's eyesight. Have you ever been in your bedroom at night with all of the lights off in the house? Or maybe you've been camping in the middle of a field and there's clouds in the sky, so there's no stars, there's no moonlight, and all of the lights are off and you're in complete darkness. Sometimes when we're in darkness, we maybe can't quite find our way to the toilet. We trip over things. We can't feel what's in front of us. Sometimes when we're in complete darkness, we get a little bit scared. Jesus helped to heal the man's eyesight. And because Jesus himself is light, he also can heal our hearts. Think back to the darkness in the campsite, in the field, in your bedroom. When the light goes on, even if it's a tiny little flicker of a torch or a candle, all of a sudden you can start to see things. And if it's a brighter light, you can see nearly everything around you. Suddenly, it's okay. You can find your way through. You're not going to trip up. You're not going to trip over things. And you don't feel as scared when the light is present. Well, being friends with Jesus is a lot like that. He is the light in our lives. And because of him, he shines through the darkness. We don't have to feel afraid. We don't have to stumble through, not sure where we're going, because we have him in our lives as a guide, like light guides us in the darkness. I wonder if any of you are not friends with Jesus and would like to become friends with Jesus. Well, after today's episode, hop on the Zoom call, and we would love to pray a prayer with you if you'd like to pray that for the first time, to ask Jesus to be your friend. Because when he's your friend, tough times will still happen, but having Jesus as the light to guide us in our lives makes everything brighter and everything more colourful.
Here we go now.
Hey guys, today we've been learning about light, and I'm going to have some awesome experiments for you to do with colour. So what you're going to need for this first one is rainbow Skittles. So a plate to put your Skittles in any order. I've chosen rainbow, my favourite. And you're going to need some warm water. What you're going to do is get your warm water and place it in the middle of the plate. Not so it's covering the Skittles, but just enough. And leave it for a while and see what it does. Now, my second experiment for you guys today, we'll come back to that in a minute, is something awesome. Here I have some coffee filter paper, a black pen, and a water with a pipette. What you're going to do is you're going to take your black pen, put about a 2p size of black pen in the middle. And now we all think that black is just black, right? Can you see that? So what's going to happen when I put some water on it? Can you boys and girls see that? It's not black anymore, it's turned different colours. Now I wonder why that happened. As we know, we can't see any colours without light, and in our world, Jesus is the light. And so when you become best friends with him, you will see everything in so much better and brighter colours.
Here we go now.
Right, so now it's your turn. Today, we want to make the colour of the rainbow. And how we're going to do that is going on a rainbow scavenger hunt. So, what we want you to do is go all over your house, or on a nature walk, and try and find the colours of the rainbow and arrange them. So that is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And we want to see and make sure you arrange them in the colours of the rainbow, and we want to see what you've come up with.
Here we go now.
Hey kids, welcome to Wonder World. Isn't it so great to be together? And I am so excited because we're about to sing about the wonderful world God created. So hey, why don't you stand and join with me? It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the God who made it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. It all work together in ways that blow our minds, with whales and snails and fingernails and creatures of all kinds. His handiwork surround us, all plain to see. From outer space to the nose sat on my face, he made it all. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the God who made it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. It all work together in ways that blow our minds, with trees and seas and gravity and wonders of all kinds. His handiwork surround us, all plain for us to see. He's one who cares, so he even counts the hairs upon my head. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the God who made it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. W-O-N-D-E-R, it's wonder, wonderful. It's a wonderful, 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 wonderful world. It's an utterly marvelous, totally glorious, simply incredible world. And as we stand amazed, we will sing out in praise to the one who gave it all. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Oh, oh, oh. This marvelous, glorious, wonderful, wonderful world. Wonderful!